Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Space Engineers. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Quantum Tator. Quantum Tator, say hello. Oop. Hey, I didn't take any damage. That's victory right there. Last time, we built this. Our thruster pod, numero dos. With a little bit of coloring, greebling later, we have a functional thruster pod. Now, Chad had mentioned that we didn't have directions and thrust in all directions. We do. We have the one thrust down here on the opposite side of our merge block side. And then we have thrust left, right, 2 down, 1 big boy up, and 1 in every other direction. So that's all we need. That's enough to get that thing into the air. That's going to be single thruster pod. It will connect right here. I realized I had to put a battery on it, so that's the other thing I did. And I put an antenna on it so that we would be able to track it. That's just kind of all I've done so far. Now, what else? Chad said probably med bay in between the two areas you go the most. An external recharge station would be a good idea. You are not wrong. And I think the perfect place for an external recharge station, if I had this on my bar, which I don't know that I do, we can take a quick look. There we go. Let's hold on right here. We do recharge. What are they called? They're called. There we go. It is called a refill station. Just grab one of those like so. And we want that color like so, and I feel like we can just go blade and pop that bad boy right there. And now we have a recharge station outside the base, so I don't have to run in constantly. Good call out. That's smart. That's something I probably should have done eons ago, and I did not do it. Now I sound weird because I apparently am sick, which means I've got bass in my voice. Bass, 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 bass. Anyways, so that's what's happening there. Let's see. So we've got our thruster pod looking mighty fine. I welded this stuff up. So we have our little walkway access here. I got the pipes welded up. So we've got hot and cold pipes for fuels mixing in, going down here. They all go down. I did also come over here. I haven't welded all that over there, but I did come over here and create this. So we've got ourselves a little door that comes down into the tunnel. You can see that I went ahead and dug it out and piped all the way. I haven't welded, obviously. So that's got to get done. And what do these need? So interior construction, yeah. So we just got to put a bunch of those in the flying squirrel. And we'll come over here and yeah. And this I believe goes directly under the. I want to say this is what goes under the connection. No, this is the midpoint connection, and this over here is the tower for the other side of the landing pad. So that's what I did kind of off screen. Get this stuff taken care of, welded up. There's no reason to not have this done. A little stairway here. Pop this up, and there you go. It's obviously not airtight, but it doesn't need to be because we're underground and voxels don't create airtightness. So that's this thing. We need to make a medical wing today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to knock out the medical wing, and then the next thing we're going to build, probably not today, we're going to find a place for a medical wing. That's step one. What else? Let's see, Clyde. Oh, I do know. I know something. Hold on. Let's go over here. Fall into my guy. Do that right there. I'm not going to sleep currently. Open that up. Open this up. Oh, this guy here. That guy there. This guy here. Clyde said, that my audio has been great, which is great. I'm glad. Let's see. Love the SNF Plus. I also loved it. I just created my own blueprint of it, adding, and I made it the J variant. So it's going to be the Snub-Nosed Falcon Mark II J. I think that's cool. It's in honor of John. What was it? I was coming over here for something. I totally forgot. Ah, yes. This. Yeah, I was coming over here for that. There you go. Updated. Let's see what else. Wondered if potato seeds actually exist. Potato seeds, I don't think. Honestly, I don't know. I know that you can propagate potatoes via just planting non-eaten potatoes and stuff. So I guess the potato itself is technically the seed. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Let's see. Like the reddish orange black gray accents. Mentioned our stream on Saturday playing Path of Exile 2. And I think, oh, and then he talked about building stuff and adding more weapons consistently because can never have too many. And I agree mostly with that. So more weapons, more problems. I don't know. I don't know. So let's go see if this is ready. I believe all these guys are ready. Let's see. Growth progress 89%. They're not. I kicked off another round, so I just wanted to see. And then let's see. John says that the SNF was just my design from the blueprint. He left the original blueprint in the projector, so when I spawn it in, it's gonna. He said it made it weird welding up because it kept welding up the SNF blocks and not the SNF-J variant. Let's see what else. Like the hot and cold pipes, fix the missing twister on the station pod, and then said he likes the build looks so far. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys. So I got the external refill station per Chad. We're only going to be able to merge from one direction, which is fine. I'm not really worried about that. So we need to find a place to put a medical bay. I'm doing all my work over here, so it makes sense that maybe the squirrel pad gets turned into a medical bay. But it's so far away from everything else. And then we could do it right over here, just as an offshoot of that section. And it would be near the flying squirrel and that stuff. Yeah, you know what? Medical bay looks like it should go right about here. And we should just be able to branch right off of this piece here. So yeah, let's go ahead and I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to get in here. We're going to grab some parts. And then, let's see, we want these guys. 100 of those guys would be good. 100 of those guys would be great. And then the rest steel plates. And I think we're just going to get after it, man. We're just going to start building out. It doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be a medical wing. Chad did mention having a shower system. So do we have, I guess the first question I have, if I may, just go in here real quick, close this up. I'm going to go ahead and sleep so that do we have go to war with faction? You know what? Build a space station. We need a medical bay. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on the list as something we need to do. Since we're about to do it, might as well put it on the list. So I'm thinking, well, what am I thinking? First, let's take a look and see what type of, get that block. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get after it. That's what I say. We're just going to get after it, get to work, do all the things. It'll be good. We'll be good to go. Yeah, so starting right about now. Something terrible just happened based on that giant explosion that you may have just saw, thanks to the meteor storm. No. Okay, maybe not. I was thinking that the ground zero just got obliterated. But it didn't. So we were good. All right, let's take a walk around and see what we got going on. So we decided, um, to put the medical bay over here. Here's the exterior. Need to add maybe some like window treatment to the outside. I can already see that I would like that to be colored the right color. And then we're gonna go with gray for that. So that is that color. Got ourselves a little outcropping, little design feature there, a little feature wall, if you will. We got a window sticking in so we can peer out. Didn't think about it, but I probably should have, like, just to give this more visual interest, could have done that right there. And it doesn't have to be, don't really need to do anything else with that, but that gives us some design language interest. And it's just an added wing. And I don't know why I just paused the game, but let's drop down, pop this bad boy open right here. Pop this bad boy open right here. We got ourselves a big old gate that I can't open. Maybe we should just leave that open full time. We got ourselves our medical bay here, shower. The floor needs to be painted because it's not good. We got ourselves a cryo tube with an air vent. We are airtight, which is beautiful. Let's see how bright it's not bright enough in here. I'm thinking we need additional lighting is probably what I want. And I want to say I kind of like the idea of doing extra troffer lights, like maybe one here and over there. Let's see if I can get that done. Get that there. I'll put this guy here, and then we'll just grab this troffer light. And right there, and right there. Beautiful. I think I've got troffer lights in here somewhere. There's a way to exclude this from the script so that it doesn't auto close. I honestly don't know. Let's just copy the whole troffer light. No. Put that, and like that. Perfect. And then you can be, you know what? I'm just also going to call those that, and then we'll just mid bay light panel. And then I can copy that and do that right there and do that right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. This is pretty lit up. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's go sit down really quick. I noticed I renamed the thing for the fee mine welders, and I didn't re-add it to the event controller, so I nearly cooked myself. So I've decided to fix that problem. Now, really quick, give me please. Let's see. If we take a look at the whips script, whip. Let's do whips. I'm currently in the Steam menu. That's why. You know what? There's a quicker way to do this. Let's just go over here. We go to programmable block and we say airlock block. And I believe the specific option I'm looking for is an exclude variant. So exterior doors, airlock status prefix. So there's lights excluded, add the tag excluded. So we can come over here and we can just call this med bay door excluded. Maybe, if it'll let me. Let's see. So we should just do excluded. Med bay. And like the lockdown, in my mind, I'm like, okay, the feature would be that like we could lock it down in here for 6. So it's pretty bright, not too bad. Got ourselves a crowd chamber that's still auto closed. Why did that happen? We don't know. It shouldn't be happening. If we go look at that programmable block again, and we go here, it does say excluded. I wonder if I have to. I don't think I have to add the tag excluded to the front or rear of the door's name. I need an example of that. I wonder if it has to be in tags, because this has to be prefix airlock door excluded to the front or rear. So if I check this door and I come here and I say, all right, excluded. Maybe you excluded. Maybe we put part of them in quotes and see if that works. And ideally, it just doesn't auto close them. But if it does, that's fine. I don't really care about that much. So medical bay. Let's do wrong button. Let's do clean. Boop. Yeah, sure. Why not? Get that cut there. There we go. That should give us some color. And then let's do red for that. That's an excellent color for that. We do red, and then why not blue for the shower? And there you go. We got ourselves a med bay. We'll do white for this so that we know. And then that's gonna bleed out into there. So we'll probably have to do a little bit of uncoloring, I guess. That's okay. That's not a big deal. Actually, this is supposed to be that color. So is this guy. And oh, that's good. I think that'll be good. I don't think it's a big deal that that's not the right color. And we can even go back here, and if we really want, we can just have it that color, and it won't look too bad. Got ourselves some medical bay. We've got plenty of light in there now. I think now I can respawn a little quicker. I should say we should call. It looked like that was floating for a second. That was weird. All right, let's just say B mine medical. Okay, that's fine. I was going to call it something clever, but I don't have any clever thoughts currently. So let's go outside and make sure the outside is still painted the way we want it to be. Turn on the lights. We've got that. It's got some texturing just because we did color some stuff white, and that's okay. Yellow looks good. I like the little outcropping. Thanks, Urgath, for design language ideas. Um, yeah, that looks pretty good. And we don't have external access. We don't need external access right now. If we do later, we can always add it to there. But medical bay, this is specifically for respawning and stuff. We have our recharge station over here, so that'll be good for that piece right there. And we already got our recharge station. So this is good. Now, I'm trying to think what would be the best plan. Part of me thinks we fly this up into space and effectively GPS it, turn it off, and let it sit. And then we go to the next one. We either build both thruster pods, or we would have to, in my mind, we could build a second thruster pod. That's definitely an option. Or we could. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how I want to do that. In my mind, if we build a second thruster pod, then we get that up into space, then we'd have to build the construction component. You guys know what the thruster pods are going to look like, so I don't really feel like I need to build another thruster pod. So in my mind, what we should do next would be to start working on the manufacturing platform, the piece of that. Um, so that's kind of my thoughts. And let's see, what do we got? I'm taking a look real quick. One second, please hold. Okay, we're back. So what we should do now, I think, is get into the flying squirrel, do a little welding up over here, make sure we got, run into that. No reason not to. Let's see. We've got modular components and then modular. I want to be modular. Okay, so we got plenty of those things. We need construction components in droves. Probably all those guys right there would be real good to have. All these guys here would be great to have. We can add some more of that. And let's go ahead and get some more motors. I know we have a lot, but that's okay. And then hell, why not? I can grab the rest of those. Might as well take it all. Take it all. Give them nothing, take everything, blah blah blah, whatever the parts left for me. All right, let's go. Let's go do a little welding. Get this taken care of. Um, we've got plenty of lights on this guy. I never turn them on, but we definitely have the lights for it. So let's go down to here. And let's just kind of start getting these things welded up. The flying squirrel, the ultimate utility platform. What else? Yeah, so my thoughts. I definitely think we want to go about it in that we want to try to build. I think, yeah, manufacturing platform is going to be next because I need to get that going. I need to get it taken care of and see what it looks like. If we hide empty and we type modular over here, what if we just put everything we need in the same container? And okay, there's that. There's that. 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 I don't know why I have power cells, to be honest. Okay, so we definitely ran out of everything. Well, not everything. We're probably still welding that piping up. If we grab our spectator cam, yeah, you can see, what are we welding? Anything? We're not welding anything. We're being of zero use. No, that's not true. Look at all that got welded up. That's useful. We have one disconnect somewhere. No, it's all green. So at least that's piped from across the bow, which is good. Nope, wrong button. Turn that back on. We'll go ahead and see if we have any extra parts we can throw down into all this stuff. I know that we could just probably plop down like a welder. I actually thought, and I was doing the considering of like, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to put down all of the welder. Um, like I'm gonna drill out enough so that I can put a welder underground for all this stuff. But I didn't really want to. I kind of like using the flying squirrel, and I feel like if I just did that, then that's all I would have. I would just turn those on and not do anything. So flying the flying squirrel is definitely something I want to do. I enjoy using the ships that we have so far. Let's see if we got anything we can weld up over here. Some of these things probably got parts that didn't get fully welded up, but it looks like we are officially done. And we have, what do we need? It looks like pipe-wise, we just need steel plates. That's really those are the things we don't have currently, is the steel plates. And if we go to the spectator, you can see, oh, we got some parts over here we need to weld up. So we can go ahead and spin the boy around this way and grab some parts over here. And we should be able to get, that may have everything welded up, except for this one block, and it's due to steel plate. So perfect. That is what we want. What we can do, we can just come over here really quick, and I can grab the steel plate into my inventory, and that will be easy enough. Do that. 619. That's not a lot, but that should weld up that one piece. And so then if I turn those off and I check down here, yeah, look at that. Now we're linked in. And I basically, when I was putting these in, I wanted to have like, okay, this is a hard anchor point attached to the grid that, so if any of this gets too disconnected, it's not completely toast. That's kind of what I was going for. So really what we need to do now is make sure that gets welded up. And then what I can do is I can build the second trellis and maybe build something over there, which might be what we get studded up. Like, what if we do that? What if this round where plates have all been deposited, probably over here is where. So let's go ahead and see if any of this gets welded up while we're, oh yeah, I totally just deposited all those plates. So what we'll do, I'll go grab all the steel plates that I've crafted so far. It may be time to pump those numbers up, but what we can do is we'll build up the second trellis. Let's go over here and do a little parking. And get that zoomed out. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Perfect. We're not crashed. That's what you want to see. Components. Go here. Modular. And put that there. Honestly, we could probably put 350 of these back. It is not necessary to have what we have over there. Do that right there. We've got plenty of those, plenty of motors, plenty of small steel tubes. It's just honestly steel plates is the thing we don't have a lot of. And it's crafting currently at a high production value. Let's go ahead and pop in the house real quick. Yeah, let's go do that. I don't have an entrance over there. It's okay. Boop, pop this open, close that right there. I've got 38% food. What do I have in my inventory? I should have a curry. Boom, gonna eat that. Get a little snacky snack. You know what we can do officially? Medbay officially complete. It's kind of an easy end. That's okay though. It's okay to have a gimme every once in a while. Let's go over here real quick. Let's bump the number of steel plates we got manufactured here because I think that's honestly just something we should do. So let's see, steel plates. We are currently manufacturing 3,500 at a time. Let's get that to 5,000 and just be happy about that. We'll do a little recompile. The game will freeze for a second, and then we should be good to go. All right. Med bay complete. All this is done. The next thing, real quick, what we'll lay out. Let's see if we can get this done in fast succession. Go over here, grab this. We need some components. Let's do steel plates, this, and grab the extra steel plates. And then what we can do is we'll mimic it like this one over here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 going up, like this. And let's go to yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe number 5 is actually a T-junction. Built like this. And then we've got 1, 2, I don't know how many. I didn't count that. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is a T-junction. Then 1 welder and that guy there. Okay, perfect. So we already did 1 out there. Grab the welder. Welder there. Welder there. And then connector. And that is the next trellis. And if we look at, what do we have over here? We just called this connector 4. We're going to actually name this thing. This is going to be launch pad connector 1. And then we can just go over and name the other one Launchpad Connector 2. Launchpad Connector 2. Beautiful. And then the Feemine welder names, we're going to have to go in here. We go boop, copy that. And then we'll just add them all to the group. Boop. And boop. There we go. Perfect. So that's built out to build the next. We can. So my thought is this: is what we'll do. We'll what do we have? We have. I can probably put. I'm trying to see. Do I have four? Oh, I can put that there. Perfect. Yeah. So what I'll do is we need to add a block. We'll go like this. We'll go like this, and then this guy here is gonna be like this, and then we're gonna do number like this. And I don't think this is going to matter. I would love to say that it's going to matter, but it's definitely not going to matter. So we're just going to put this like this. And I'm going to grab that part and that part. We're going to weld up. We're going to weld up. Come over here. Grab these. Weld up. Oh, and that. Grab those parts. No. Nope. And no. Okay. Get this. What I'm trying to do is I was going to set up the second rocket pod to be built over here. But I continuously run out of space because that's what I do. Oh my God. Do I not have that on my list? Oh, that's why. Do that. Do that. Oh my gosh, seriously? Just 5 motors. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and switch lock this guy here. What is that? That connector should be called um, thrust pod connector. There you go. Do that really quick. Come over here. Paste that down. Thrust pod connector. Beautiful. Okay, that is that. And it's not the right color, but it doesn't have to be. I can fix it really quick if I want to, but it does not have to be the right color. Let's go in here and I'll just grab the right color really quick. That work? Yeah, that worked. Okay. Go over here, grab this color here. Perfect. Okay, so what we wanted to do is I would basically turn on this projector and get that started, but I need to get that welded up first before we even get this kicked off. So, well, we could do that. We could do both. We could do both. Let's see if we can do both. I don't know that we can. We're probably not smart enough to do both, but we're gonna try. And that, trying is half the battle or something. I don't know. Okay. Blueprint. Thrust pod. Bing. Okay. Uh, I definitely think we can move it out this way. Hey, we didn't do too bad, if I'm being honest. We go up some, about right there. That's perfect. And then we need to roll that beautiful bean footage. Is yaw? Nope, it's not yaw. Is it roll? Actually, is it? No, it's not roll. It's pitch. Okay, when you go this way. Beautiful. Look at that. That's lined up. That right there. Oh, it's not lined up. I lied. We need to go up one vertically. Vertical, we need to go -2. There we go. Now. Nope. Still not. Still not it. That's not the jam. We need to go horizontal. That right there, I believe is the right. Yeah. Beautiful. Second thrust pod ready to go. Now, obviously, I've got to delete all this crap. And I can start by going like this, and then we can start grinding this down. And then grind this guy down. Oh, inventory full. Let's go over here. Those components, get that done. Beautiful. Oh no, inventory full. Oh no. Here, put that stuff in there. Where'd all those parts go? Dang it. Hey, did they? I didn't lose them all through the world. Nope, there's some. I lost some through the world. That's okay. That is okay. And then, I mean, if we want to step this back, we can definitely add another welder right here. Do this like that, and then what the name? We don't have the name currently locked on, but come over here, be mine welder. Oh, copy properties. Did I do it? I don't know. Nope, nope, nope. Let's just do this. Let's make sure we copy the properties proper, and then do this right there. Splam them in there. All right, let's go get the thing. We're gonna get a little bit of welded up, and then we're probably gonna call it there. I don't want to go too crazy with the cheese whiz. Actually, you know what I can do? Man, I know this is probably. We'll see. I think I have all the parts in my inventory to weld this thing up right now. And if I do, then we can start this process. But I wanted to go. I want to get some steel plates into this first over here. So let's go into here really quick. I do like. I love the way the Medwing looks, but I will say it doesn't match the design of the rest of the building because of the armoring sort of thing. But I do enjoy it, so that's okay. We're gonna be all right. Components, modular, and oh, we already got some. Good deal. Good deal. We don't need to do what I was about to do. We probably could put the rest in there, but that's okay. Let's get, I know we have, first of all, we have a ton of people in our neighborhood being jerks. We don't need them to be over here, but here we are. And that's okay. It's just what it is. We're just, first thing I want to do really quick, I am going to turn this off because I am not trying right now to weld that up. I'm trying to get this welded up. Uh, there we go. Yeah. Excuse me. Good grief, hairball. I didn't want to like all this other crap. I didn't want to get welded up in the way that I'm doing it, but that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just let's drop the dampeners really quick. Actually, you know, let's go over here. I want to get this stuff welded up too. I didn't think about like, okay, if we can get out of this thing. So this is not all supposed to be here, right? This is all extra crap that I just laid down to line things up. That's really what that was for. Um, what we need is this right here, and we need it in this color. And I think we were just going to do it like that. So we can go ahead and start the process of laying these blocks out. But we have the RSV. They're in our airspace. They're being jerks as per usual. And I don't appreciate it. I didn't offer them to come over here and hang out. So I don't know why they think they can, but they do. And, it's up to us to tell them to go away. So next episode, we may have to go shoot them in the face and let them understand that they are not welcome where they think they're welcome. Okay, perfect. Grind this out. We don't need it. Or this, or this. And really, I'm only doing blast blocks because they're more resistant to thruster damage. That's really the whole point. You know, I would say that it's what it is what it is. Um, that's okay. It's just what it is, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. I am in the grind mode, so my brain is moving slower. Plus, I'm a little bit under the weather. Not like super sick, just like enough to be annoying, um, which is fine. What do? You just, um, it's late afternoon. I'm recording. I'm getting to play a game and do some recording, so I can't complain too much. That's just the way it is. There's a song about that, I think. Anyways, if you guys enjoy this and you got some ideas on what I've got some ideas on how to make. I did a little like creative building to kind of see what I wanted the construction piece to look like because here's the challenge, right? What I'm building right now, what I'm attempting to build is this space station in effectively 5 parts. And while cool, difficult. Not like the easiest task I've ever done. Um, how did we get that build over there? There's 1, 2 that way. Yeah. And then 1, 2 that way. No, that one can stay. That's fine. We don't need to do that. That's good. Do this, 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 and this. Perfect. I love it. I love every part of it. Anyways, yeah, so I did a little creative building just to kind of see what I might want it to look like. I got an idea of what I think it would need in order to really become the thing that I want it to be, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because it honestly, we playing it sort of playing it by ear because I've never built a thing in a way like this. I've never built things in pieces and then like, oh, I'll just connect them later. And for obvious reasons, nobody that's a kind of an insane way to build. But let's go over here. We don't have any steel plates left on us. We can close that out. I don't know if I like that little corner window gap. I think I do, but it's kind of meh for me. You guys let me know what you think about the med bay. Does it meet the requirements? I know it's not super easy access, but it honestly the med bay is more for accessing when oh, you know what we could do? Welders. FE mine welders. We need to grab all these guys here and pop, 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 save them as a group, and then we can turn these guys on. And if we grab our spectator cam, which we've got over here, we take a look, and then we go boop, and we turn them on. Look at that. And now we're reducing, reusing, recycling. I don't know. What are we doing? We're saving the turtles piece by piece. Hey, look at that. Eventually it'll run, and this is what, by the way, the welder 8 range, 8x range or whatever, that's what that looks like. Well, we actually ran out of plates, so it's not technically 8x range, but that's what that kind of looks like. It's going to stop right there. That's what 8 blocks away looks like. But hey, look at that. We've got our secondary guy done. That's exciting. I'm pretty pumped. I think we're gonna do some good work here. I love the way this thing is looking. Let's get oh, you know what? I need real quick. We're gonna go over to the house and we're gonna summon the power of Ra and get ourselves a screenshot. Nah, we won't do that yet. Yeah, wait, no, we need to. We gotta. Tomorrow starts a new day, so I don't really want to start the new day because if I do anything off screen, like in terms of setup, I don't want to make sure that I'm doing that at the dark when I don't need to record versus when I do need to record. So we are at time. I appreciate you guys, and look what we've achieved. We've achieved greatness in a way that no man has ever achieved. That's not true, but whatever. Let's back it up here. Back it up. We do a little spinny. Look at that. It kind of looks a little bit like a heart because I heart you guys. Aw, bink. Screenshot. I'll get a better screenshot. That's not necessary. You guys enjoyed this, you know what to do. I appreciate you. Keep giving me comments. After we get the second thruster pod over there, what we'll do is we're going to get this guy. I think we're going to take this guy into space. We're going to park him. And then we'll work on laying out the next piece. And I'm going to build it similar to the way I built this one. I'm going to do a connector, and then I'm going to blah, 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 blah. So if we take a look at the way this looks for connector pieces, we got to go 1 back and 2 over. So if I get my pointer out, my little pointer. So we go 1 from the connector, 1 back, and then 2 over is where the merge block needs to connect. And then this whole section here will be the manufacturing platform. Now, in my head, I might do it super asymmetrical. You guys might hate it. I might hate it. We'll see. But if this one, for instance, right here is lower, and like let's say this comes out to a bigger box right there, like this, imagine I'm drawing a box right here, and then we've got the manufacturing facility right there, and then the other pod maybe up here, cantilevered, like further up, like so we have one thruster pod, the top of it sitting right here, where you see the top for the other ones over there, and then that's how we would do. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll see. I might just make it symmetrical at the bottom. It's anyone's game, honestly. I think it's gonna look great though. I'm pretty excited about it. I just have to watch out not building anything that'll get destroyed by this thruster because that's definitely gonna be a problem. Probably. Anyways, appreciate you guys coming along, and yeah, I will catch you later, Taters, and as always, be kind and stay ornery. Bye.